Namaste to all. In the Vedic Dharma, the full moon day or the Purnima and the new moon day, the Amavasya, is a very, very important day, and Almighty God as well as our great Acharyas, Rishi, Muni, Tapasvis, they have always advised human beings to get in contact with Rishi Munis in that day to do Yajna. Every day we must try to do or we must do Agnihotra at our homes, and during the day of Poornima and Amavasya, try to go to the residence of Acharya to do Yajna, because that is the order of Almighty God. And Atharvaveda's 7th Kand, 80th Sukta, mantra number 1, 2, 3, 4 speaks about the greatness of Pournamasi and deep secrets of Pournamasi. Actually, Pournamasi itself, the word itself is the name of Almighty God. Pournamasi is Almighty God. So during the Purnima, we must remember that Almighty God, we must try to do Yajna in the presence of Acharya, because Acharya is a Samadhist yogi. During the Yajna, Acharya will also give us the Vedic knowledge. So God says, definitely try to do or try your best to go to Acharya during the day of Purnima and Amavasya. So the mantra is beautiful mantra. Om Purna Paschad Uta Purna Purastadunmadyatah Purnamasi Jigaya Tasyam Devaihi Sambasanto Mahitva Nakasya Prishte Samisha Madema. So it's a very, very secretive mantra. God is giving the knowledge that Paschad Utha Purastad Utha Madhyatah Purna. Paschat, first word is Purastad. Purastad means at the start. Madhyatah means at the middle. Then Paschat means at the end. Purnaha. That thing which is complete. Purna means complete in all aspects. That which is complete in the start, in the middle, in the end. Meaning, before the creation of the universe, during the sustenance of the universe, after the destruction of the universe, that which is complete in all aspects. Who is that complete? Who is complete in all aspects? Purnamasi Jigaya. Purnamasi. Purnamasi is complete in all aspects. What is Purnamasi? Purnamasi means Sampurna Masaha. Purnaha Masaha. Sampurna Parichedyaha Padartha Yasmin Sa Purnamasi. So Purnamasi means that which is the base of all the measurable and formful objects of this universe. Whatever is measurable is in this universe. Whatever is having a form in this universe. One who is base of that is called as Purnamasi. So Almighty God is the base of the form of the universe. The form what we see by our eyes, what we perceive by our eyes, and what we cannot perceive also has a form. For example, as a form, as an attribute, as a quality, is having some measurement. Even electron, even a smallest atom, even neutron, proton, whatever it is, there is an attribute, there is a form, and there is a measurement. In today's science has gone to the level of measuring electrons. If you go Google and say the size of electron, some number will be there. So science has progressed to that level. So God says Purnamasi, that Almighty God is Purnamasi, because He is the base of all the formful, measurable objects of the universe. He creates the universe while He being uncreated. He is formless, but He creates all the form from Prakriti. So that Almighty God is Purnamasi. He is complete during the start of the universe, during the sustenance of the universe, during the end of the universe, after the Pralaya. In the Pralaya stage, in the existence stage, after the destruction, every time He is Sampurna, He is Purnamasi. That's why He is called as Purnamasi, and He is Jigaya. That Almighty God is Jigaya means Sabse Uttam. There is nobody else who is far superior or more superior than that Almighty God. He is Jigaya. Utkrishta. That means nobody else can have more knowledge than Purnamasi, this Almighty God of the Vedas. Nobody else can be more powerful than that Almighty God. Nobody else can have any capability than that Almighty God. So, if somebody says that Sri Krishna is Almighty God, if somebody says that Allah is Almighty God, if somebody says Jesus is Almighty God, it doesn't tally with this mantra. So, we must worship this Almighty God of the Vedas, who is the base of all the forms, who is the base of all the measurable objects of this universe. Even if you are unable to measure, for example, the quarks, some science has told that there is some minute vibrations inside the atoms which cannot be even measured, but there is some existence of that vibration. Even humans cannot measure, but there is something which is existing there. Almighty God is base of that. He creates and He sustains that. If Almighty God does not exist, I cannot sit in the floor. If God does not exist, the Poornima, the full moon cannot exist. So we must not worship the full moon. We must worship that Almighty God on that full moon day, and we must worship that Almighty God through yajna by going to an acharya in the full moon day. So Purnamasi actually is worship, actually is Almighty God Himself. So we must worship that Almighty God during, not only during Purnamasi, on all the day, because Purnamasi means Almighty God. So what will happen? What is the result of such a worship? When you start worshipping that Almighty God, how do we worship? By yajna, by name jap, by acharya seva, by controlling our mind, by controlling our intellect, by controlling our senses, by not doing anti-Vedic karma, we worship that Almighty God. By serving our parents, by serving our nation, by serving our elders in the house, we worship that Almighty God. When you worship that Almighty God, God says in this mantra, Tasyam. When you worship that Almighty God who is Purnamasi, Devaihi mahitva sambasanta nakasya prishte. You will start residing in that Almighty God. Tasyam means in that Almighty God you will start residing, and you will develop the quality of Devaihi. You yourself will become a Deva. You will get Uttam character in you because you start following Vedas in your life. When you start understandingly worshipping or following the instructions of an acharya who is a samadhist yogi, and that acharya has got qualities of Almighty God, means that acharya is a sabse shuddh. He does not have, yesterday I made a video, Vitarag. He does not have rag dvesh. So as a true disciple, you will also develop a quality like you will start slowly stop rag dvesh in you. Rag dvesh will slowly start disappearing. You will start becoming a deva. So God says, Devaihi mahitva sambasantah. You will start adopting all these qualities in your life because of your worship and listening Vedas from Acharya. And also there is another inner meaning in this. Devaihi sambasantah. Go sambasantah, where he is where a yogi is residing, go to that place to worship me. There is a hidden message in this mantra. We must always understand Vedas from an Acharya. Because I am reading this from Arya Samaj book. He has not written like that. He does not, maybe he is not a yogi, but it's not Maharishi Dayanand, somebody else has written. But my Acharya says, Devaihi sambasantah, go to those people who are Acharyas, who are yogi, tapasvis, and do yajna. Sambasantah, where he is Nivasthan is there. Then what will happen when you start doing yajna during Poornima, when you start doing yajna during Amavasya, when you start adopting Vedas in your life? Nakasya prishte. Nakam means moksha. The result of such a worship is moksha. And Nakasya prishte means the highest moksha. There are various types of samadhi. The highest samadhi will be attained by you. God is giving blessing. And then Sammadema Isha. It's just not that you go to Acharya's house, do yajna, you will get moksha. God is putting a word called as Isha here. Means by Purusharat. When you start daily practice, intense tapasya, when you start living life as per Vedas, only this will happen. By Purusharat. Without doing hard work, you will not gain anything. So God is telling that by doing Purusharat, you will get moksha. And Madema means, Madem means Anand. You will get what will happen in moksha? You will be in Anand, you will be in bliss. You will not have any dukkha in your life. The result of the worship of Purnamasi is moksha. Very, very beautiful mantra. There are 4 mantras. I don't know if I will be able to explain all the mantras. But let's see one more mantra. The next mantra is Om Vrishabam Vajinam Vayam Purnamasam Yajamahe Sa no Dadat Vakshitam Rayim Anupadaswati. Result of the God is giving another result here. God is giving another indication of Purnamasi Yajna here. God is telling that Vrishabam Vajinam Vayam Purnamasam. What will happen? Vrishabam. Vrishabam means that Almighty God who is most supreme. Vrishabha, most powerful, most supreme, Vayam means Vayam Yajamahe, when we start worshipping that Almighty God who is Vrishabam and Vajinam, Atyant Balavan, one who is the most supreme and one who has all the powers of this universe, Atyant Balvan Vajinam, Poornamasam Yajamahe, on the day of Poornima, on the day of new moon or full moon or every day you can do worship of Almighty God, and you must do worship of Almighty God, but especially on the day of full moon day, when you go to Acharya and worship by yajna, by listening Vedas and start adopting in the life, then what happens? God says, Sa no dadat vakshitam rayim. He will give you rayi. He will give you that which cannot be destroyed. Akshitam means that which cannot be destroyed. He will give you a wealth that which cannot be destroyed. Indestructible wealth will be given by Almighty God. Both materialistic as well as spiritual wealth. Materialistic wealth is all the bhautik sukh, but spiritual wealth is happiness, blissfulness, which cannot be destroyed by anybody. That means God, if God is awarding something to you, how can anybody else can destroy? But God does not award to you directly. God awards through Acharya. Because yajamahe means yaj itself is indicating presence of Acharya. Without Acharya, you cannot do yajna. So doing Agnihotra at home is okay, is a worship. But time to time, God says every 15 days. 15 days Amavasya, 15 days Purnima is coming. But at least, like, I am staying 3,500 kilometers away from my Acharya. Can I go every 15 days? Impossible, because I don't have that much money to go. But if I have money, I should go. If I have a separate, like I have a private jet with me, I am a crorepati, then 15 days I can go, no issues. But 3,500 kilometers, I need to save money to take flight and go to Acharya. But here God says, whenever possible, go. Once in a year, twice in a year, thrice in a year, you can go for sure. But if you can go more, it is good. Some people are living 100 kilometers away from Acharya, they can go every 15 days for sure. Some people are living overnight journey from Acharya, they can definitely go. But you should not find out reasons not to go. This is the secret also in this mantra. Sano dadat vakshitam rayim anupadaswatim. Rai means that wealth which cannot be destroyed. When you get wealth by yajna, your wealth will not give you dukh, it will give you sukh. There are many people who are very rich, but they are always in dukh. Why? Because that wealth is not obtained by yajna. That wealth is not obtained by Acharya Kripa. That wealth is not obtained after Purusharat in the Vedic Dharma. Then it will give us dukkha. Otherwise, this dhan will give us extreme indestructible sukh. Anupadaswati. Anupadaswati means the wealth will not reduce. Your wealth will not reduce also. It will always be full. You will always be satisfied. Even if it's a small, like you have some money in your bank, you are not having money like Ambani or Adani, still it is abundant for you. Still it will keep you happy, it will keep you satisfied, it will keep you, it will make you to progress in spirituality and Bhautikvad simultaneously. So that is the benefit given by Almighty God when you do worship that Almighty God in the full moon day or the new moon day or every day. Because that Almighty God is Purnama. He is not only full moon, He is omnipresent everywhere. But during the full moon, we must worship that Almighty God. We must do yajna and go to Acharya. There are many secrets in every mantra. In each of the video, I will try to give more knowledge. Of course, this is not my knowledge. I have listened to Purnamasi mantras from Acharya for the last 20 years now. So I am trying to, whatever I remember, I am trying to tell you. So this is Vrishabam Vajinam Vayam. Vayam Yajamahe. God says you have to do yajna. God says in this mantra that don't delegate your yajna to somebody else. Like, okay, today I cannot do yajna, so let me appoint a Purohit, let me do yajna on my behalf. No. Vayam Yajamahe. We must do ourselves. God says you must do yourself. Don't delegate this to anybody. You cannot delegate. If you delegate it, then you are not getting any benefit. But if you do Purusharat, if you go to Acharya, you have saved, like, I took one person from Tamil Nadu, very, very poor lady. Very poor means her husband is earning, let's say, 10,000, 20,000 a month. But she has in 2 years time, she has saved money. She also went to some job and then earned money. Every month she got 5,000 rupees salary. So she said, okay, sir, I want to go with you. How will you go? Will you go by train? I said, sorry, I cannot go by train. I'll go by flight because I don't get holidays. Okay, how much will be? So I said, for going and coming, flight will be like 25,000, maybe 30,000 maximum. So she said, okay, I have started my job. I will earn money, save money in the next 1 year. And she came with me. When my wife, my daughter went, I took her. She came to my Acharya. She cannot speak Hindi, English, etc. She knows only Tamil. But my Acharya met her. My Acharya was so much pleased with her. My Acharya gave Diksha to her. Because, my Acharya understood. See, somebody is coming 4,000 kilos. She is living further deep south in near Kumbhakona, some small place. So she came, saved money and came. So God will bless this kind of people because hard earned money you are investing to go to Acharya. This is an investment for your own life. This is not investment in mutual fund or SIP, SWP. So then you will get Akshitam, then you will get Adhyatmik Sukh because you are doing Purusharat to go to Acharya to listen Vedas, to have darshans of Acharya. You understand the value of Almighty God. You will really understand because you have hard earned money and you have saved 1 year money and come to Acharya. God gives so much of blessings when you do Purusharat and go to Acharya. So there are so many secrets in each and every mantra. I'll try to make more, mantra meanings of Poornamasi in the next videos. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.